different kind of people who were arrogant and who were all about just trying to get their own thing going, you know, their personal gain and money, and their attitude was totally different. And then I'd go to in the evening, I'd go to the musalla, and I'm hanging around Muslims, you know, and these brothers are humble and they're pious, and they're nice speaking, and they're talking about Allah. So then it's just like, wow, you know, this makes more sense to me. This makes me feel better, you know. So I ended up quitting boxing for a lot of other reasons, but the thing was, I found my home in Islam. This is what I want to pursue for the rest of my life. But anyways, what I want to say, just to conclude this, is that to all the brothers and sisters here that were born into Islam, is that you should thank Allah every day for giving you this religion, this way of life, because if you only knew like the frustration and misery and confusion outside of the Islamic way of life, you'd be so grateful for what you have, because people who don't know about Islam are going through a lot of things that they don't have the answers, because the Quran has the answers that we need, that are there, that everything we'll experience in this life and then the hereafter is in the Quran. And the thing with people who don't know about Islam are looking in the wrong places for the answers. So the Quran was revealed for all of mankind, so everybody should think about reading the Quran, Muslim or non-Muslim. This book is revealed for everybody, so it's something we should definitely make the effort to study. And basically, you know, I never spoke in front of a crowd, so I'm kind of nervous, but I'm only here for Allah. And I hope, you know, some people here, Muslims and non-Muslims, will, you know, make the effort to read the Quran and study Islam, whether they're Muslim or non-Muslim, you know, because this is the only truth we have on earth. And it's the only thing that's going to guide us and give us some peace and contentment in our heart. Otherwise, we're just going to walk around in confusion for the rest of our lives, you know what I mean? You know, so, Assalamu alaikum.
Takbir! Takbir! Takbir!
May Allah reward you for taking the time and the effort to tell your story. And I know, I've been in the public circle for a few years, so I know in the beginning you can get very, very nervous to speak in front of people, hoping you don't make any mistakes, or it's not easy. One thing a brother pointed out to me, which was good, for the people who don't know the terms, when we speak of the term dawah, what we're speaking about, dawah represents explaining the message of Islam to people of other faiths. So when you hear us use the word dawah, when we say we're going to give dawah to the non-Muslims, it doesn't mean we're going to beat you up. So you have nothing to fear. It just means that we want to explain the message of Islam to non-Muslims so that you can have the opportunity, as we did, to hear the correct message and hopefully by the grace of Allah accept the message. The second thing, you hear a lot of people say, Takbir! And then you get scared, probably thinking we're going to attack you. No, we want to point this out that no, once again, it's not that we're going to attack you. We're saying who's the greatest, and then we're saying Allah's the greatest. Because as Muslims, I know some of us get caught up in it, but the true way of glorifying our, what we're doing is by giving all credit to Allah. So we try not to clap for human beings, because we try to praise Allah only, because we believe that He's the one who deserves all the credit in the end for all the good things we do. So that's two things. Jazakallah khair for pointing that out, because I think it's important you understand, because I know coming where I come from, I probably think I was under attack. But another thing is when we do pray in 10 minutes from now, we welcome all the non-Muslim people of different faiths, brothers and sisters. You're welcome to come upstairs and watch us pray. You're not offending us, you're not crossing any lines. The mosque is common sense. It's a community center for Muslims, and it's a place where you should feel free to come up and you can watch us pray. You're not gonna interfere, and it's not gonna disturb us. And it would be nice if you came up there and watched, because we feel that's part of it. See what we're doing, and know that we don't have any hidden agendas with you. We just hope, for the sake of Allah, that you understand that we love for you the truth, because as brothers and sisters in humanity, we don't want to take you out or kill you or maim you. We just want to give you the message so that you can understand what we understand. Because let's face it, if I was a businessman and I had Bill Gates' money on a worldly level, and I told you, hey, listen, I've got a good business plan, you'd probably say, I'll listen to whatever you have to say. Well, I'm telling you that I have something better than this world and that everything that's in it, and that's Islam. And if you think money is the end of the world, then you're going to keep hitting your head against the wall until you finally realize that when you die, you're not going to take your bank accounts with you. So, inshallah, when we look for the only everlasting thing in the world, which is God Himself, and we turn to Him, we'll realize that He's the one that can raise us again, as He brought us to life in the first place.